Hello and welcome back to another week here at the Stage Door, presented by Camber Arts on Rogers TV. Happy holidays to everybody and Merry Christmas. There's so much happening in Corner Brook. The Arts and Culture Centre has a full roster of activities, lots of concerts, and Die Hard, a Christmas panto. That's kind of closing off the Arts and Culture Centre season from the folks at Open Door Theatre. And the Rotary Arts Centre has a wealth of concerts as well, including a movie showing of Die Hard. So you could have a little bit of a double bill if you want to enjoy that this holiday season. And of course, Camber Arts has our own show, our choral show, celebrating choral music with many community choirs, including our own community choir, the Chorale, and our youth choir, Silvern Voices. I'm here with a member of each of those choirs today, Mike from the Chorale and Lauren from Silvern Voices. Thanks for taking the time to come down to the Stage Door, folks.
Thanks, Ian.
So, Mike, you've become no stranger to the Stage Door this season. You're like recurring guest, Mike Payne.
Expect my own dressing room soon.
Yeah, there we go. We'll have to get you set up. You already got your own mirror now.
True enough.
We'll talk a little bit more to you later, but Lauren, you're a relative newbie to the Stage Door, but certainly no stranger to the arts. In spite of only being in grade 10, you've had a lot of experience in the arts, and the question we usually start with on the Stage Door is, where did it all begin for you with your love for the arts?
Well, for me, it kind of started when I was pretty much born. My mom, my mom's a pianist as well as being a pharmacist. My grandfather was also a musician, so the first thing that they put me in was piano lessons, and the love for piano kind of blossomed into love for musical theater and singing and saxophone.
Yeah,
pretty much here we are.
A versatile musician and a performer on stage as well, and a dancer. So, certainly you've been one of the students that we've been really fortunate to see grow through our Graham Academy youth education program from pretty near the very beginning of that, which has been wonderful. So, what has it been like? In Corner Brook, what's great about this show is we get to hear a lot of the roots of people's love for the arts and music are similar stories, that familial connection of music in the home and then finding a space that you can share that. So what has it been like to grow up in music and musical theater through the Graham Academy and elsewhere through the schools?
It's been really great. I've kind of used music as my outlet to express myself fully, and it's really,
Yeah, listen, it's hard to explain because it means so much, so I understand that. I think that's a sentiment that's pretty clear. So, of course, this is a choral show, so it's a little bit different than last time we had you on, Mike. Mm-hmm. So, what does music mean to you?
Oh, good Lord.
The biggest question in the world,
the question that's almost impossible to answer. I mean, it's been part of my life, my entire life, as it is, I think, for almost all of us. Pretty much grew up surrounded by it. I pretty much grew up in the church, so I was in the junior choir, so I've always been singing in choirs. Went through theater school, then started musicals, and then joined the community choir. So back in the day when we had the Corner Brook Community Choir, I was a member of that for a number of years. And there's just such joy in singing with a choir. I'm sure you get the same thing too, right, with your choir. There's just a bunch of like-minded people there that are there to sing. And because music is healing, music is exciting, music is can help you with emotions, can help you get through hard times, help you through good times. It just means so much, and I think everybody has their own feeling about what music is and how it affects you. But there's really, I love being a part of a choir, and there's just nothing like a bunch of people coming together, and when it hits, boy, it's lovely.
Yeah, no, I think it is a spectacular thing that a lot of people, I think, should try to experience, and I think that's the importance of community choir, is that you can. It is something that all you have to give is time.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a beautiful thing to
and you'll be surrounded by such
those
support
spaces.
too, right? That's the great thing.
Yeah, and not just support from the accompaniment and the director,
No,
but support
your
from
your fellow singers. Absolutely,
you know?
absolutely.
It's
Because then you
pretty
can
neat.
gang up on the director.
Yeah, there you
if
go. There's a
want to
lot more of
sometimes.
you than there.
Just talk to Michael about that.
Yes. Lauren, what about you? What does music mean to you? You know, you've
Oh my
alluded to it a
goodness.
little bit where it started, but what, you know, we got a 25-minute episode, so you can go as long as you want in this explanation to this loaded question.
Ooh, that's definitely a very hard question. Oh my gosh. You know, music definitely, it gives you like a sense of like community. It's like a community. It's like where you can go, and it's a very like welcoming environment I find within the music like industry, and it's like here as well. Oh my gosh, trying to think.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's like I said,
It's a
it
very-
is a loaded question.
Yeah.
And those are two great key points actually to kind of bounce off of, is that Corner Brook has for a long time been a space that has supported artists from their youth
Yeah.
to their adulthood. And the community supports it too. You know, the since starting the chorale in this formation, you know, of course, the chorale was named because Gary Graham had a chorale for quite some time, starting attached to the school, the Herdman Chorale, and then moving to become a group that he maintained. And now it's a great way of continuing that legacy. If you look at the logo, it's in his hand. It is in his handwriting, which we thought was really important with that group. Because, of course, many of the members, including yourself, Mike, have a connection to Gary.
Oh, very much so. Very
What has
strongly.
that meant to be a part of that,
Yeah,
knowing that?
it's really great. I mean, I was talking about Gary the other day to someone too. So he's never far away from us, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, and even when you drive by the sign there on Humber Road and you see G, right?
Yeah.
And actually, that's how I referred to him the other day. I said, G did something like this too. And of course, you were in the chorale. My son
Yeah.
was in the chorale with you, so the chorale is very important to us. And then when this chorale, this incarnation of the chorale came around, it was like, nice touch.
Yeah.
It was
No, I
really,
think,
nice that they named it that, and it's a lot of fun. And a lot of us, of course, in the chorale have like Janice Spencer is there as well,
Yeah.
and you know, people like that have a deep connection with G.
Yeah, no, and I think it's an amazing thing that you know, even now, you know, 6 years,
6.5, yeah.
which is just shocking
Yeah.
to think that, you know, we've been without that amazing presence. To feel how that presence continues, though, that somehow there is always a story within arm's reach about Gary Graham and his effect. And Lauren, of course, for you, Gary was introduced to you at a very young age,
Yes.
and actually was part of the reason for your musical journey. So tell us a little bit about that, you know, when you're
Well,
yay high and Gary spotted you.
You still remember him,
There
though,
it
I
is.
bet. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's a very
This guy.
memorable character.
Truly. I was 6 years old. Well, first time I was ever in a class with Gary, I was 4 in junior kindergarten at Immaculate Heart of Mary School.
Love it.
And he told me that when I was 6 in grade 1, we were doing a production of Oliver.
Yeah.
And he said, you should audition. And I think I sang a pop song.
There you
I
go.
think I sang Taylor Swift. And I was just in the ensemble, but he said that I should continue doing theater, and he knew that I was in music, and you know,
And
was
there
just-
it was, you know, a part of that journey. And then you joined Graham Academy, and,
I did.
the rest is history.
Yes.
You've never left. You'll see Lauren ushering at almost every event we have too. Lauren is certainly a patron of the arts as much as a participant of the arts, which is really wonderful. And I think that's important as us at Camber Arts. One of our major pillars is education, because arts education can inspire so much. And the Graham Academy's namesake, Gary Graham, is a real example of that, because he would look at a crowd of people and say, you should try this. You know, I remember my setting up for lessons with Gary. It wasn't would you like to do voice lessons? It was like, what time will you take your lesson? And I was like, Mondays at 4. Like, it was just an immediate, okay, yes, I will do this. And it changed the scope of my life. You know, I think it's and I look back on those moments with the chorale in that iteration with Matt and some of my closest friends through that choir, you know, through that group. And there's many folks that were part of the Herdman Chorale that are in this community choir. And so, you know, Mike, I know the community choir has attained 80 consistent participants now.
It's wild.
Which is just fantastic.
Yeah.
So what is it like to, you know, to be in that room and to feel that vocal support of 80 voices?
Yeah, it's really something, and you're going to see that Friday night, December 12th, at our concert at Cornerbrook United Church. Just the sound that, and Michael Barrett, man, is an incredible, patient director and leader. He tells it like it is too. Like, he doesn't coddle us when we make mistakes, because we do. Obviously, we always do. Everyone does. He'll let us know, but he'll get us to the right place. And when it sounds good, he'll be sure to tell us that too. And we've gotten it, just to hear that sound. And it's hard to put into words until you actually hear it. And I hope people will hear it Friday night at the concert. Just the coming together of voices. When 80 voices almost sounds like one.
Yeah.
You know, when we're singing that same thing at the same time, it's incredible. And then when you get into the intricate harmonies, and when you break off into the SATB sections, and everyone's doing their own different thing, it's madness, but it's incredible. Yeah. It's when it comes together, man, it's wild.
Yeah, and I know you were able to actually have a rehearsal at Cornerbrook United.
Yes.
And I heard it was really enriching
Yeah,
for the choral
it really
members that
was,
were there to get that resonance in space.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've sung there
Yeah.
millions of times, of course, so you know how great that space is. And when all the voices, and we didn't even have everyone there when we did our rehearsal on Monday. So when we get all of our voices there on Friday night, December 12th, it's just going to be, and with all the bodies, of course, we hope we'll have a full house. So we'll bring the rafters off of her.
Yeah, no, I think that's so exciting. And again, the space at Cornerbrook United, it's neat because it's another connection to Gary Grant.
Yeah, of course
you know,
that was his home.
This is our first year kind of moving to that space because we've grown, you know, which is a great reason to move. And the board of Cornerbrook United was incredibly supportive in making sure this was a feasible event from all sides, which is just wonderful because these are community choirs. Both Silvern Voices and the chorale are free of charge. You know, Camber Arts supports that, as well as a benefactor that's seen the value of community music and community singing, and that's so important that we're able to ensure that our accompanist and our director and our sheet music is all able to be purchased and fees paid, and that this choir remains an opportunity that everyone can be a part of and feel that community. And
Cornerbrook United it's the church, obviously, and that's their first function. But I would consider them another arts institution in this town for everything that they've done in the 30-something years I've lived here. Back in their former incarnation of First United, but now Cornerbrook United, like the number of events that I've attended there, arts-related music, obviously, mostly events. And even back with the former Grossmore Summer Music, we used to do shows there as well.
Gosh,
so
it's a frequent venue. So it's
an
kind of a homecoming for us
it's an
in a
amazing,
way too.
exactly. Yeah, it's an amazing venue as well.
Yeah, no, we're very excited to bring it to life. You know, after we had a wonderful concert with Adam Luther and some of our choral members, it was like, this is a nice space to be able to share in, and it just looks so beautiful. And you know, bringing Wayne and Diantha back as well. Of course, Wayne Rogers, that was one of the major concerts, was when that organ was installed in the 1980s. I'm sure that was quite the event to be there for. You know, it's just incredible the history that you can find, and just a beautiful venue. So of course, Lauren, Silvern Voices is a bit smaller than 80 people.
Yes.
But I know, you know, choral director Katie Barrett and collaborative pianist Alison Clark work quite hard to get some challenging rep for this group. So what is it like to be in a group? I think it's around 10 or 12 right now.
Yeah, it's around.
High school age, and all soprano alto voices. So what has that been like to really mesh in these quite challenging arrangements Katie's been telling me?
We have definitely some challenging rep this year. It's been really fun to learn and just hear everyone, because we have some new people coming in that we have a few people that are very experienced within music, but definitely they don't aren't very experienced in the choral type of music, and it's just so great to hear everyone come in and sing together and hear everyone's voices blend well together. It's
excellent.
So great.
I think that's wonderful. And I think, in music programs, many of the musicians that are instrumentalists are expected to do choral music as part of it, because it teaches you a lot, and the more voices, the more comfortable you can feel because of that support and that camaraderie that exists. So I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think there's a student that's actually here on exchange that's part of the choir, which is very exciting to bring that into the space. So what has that been like, to have that cultural exchange and that new music knowledge to come into your group?
It's been great. She sings soprano one. She's right next to me. She's so nice. Her name's Julia.
Excellent.
She's so sweet, and it's great. We're doing a song called Fum Fum Fum, which is a Spanish carol.
Yeah.
She's from Spain, I know, and it's been
wonderful.
It's been great, and so she's like, yeah, we've done this in our choirs at home, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. It's just so great.
I think that's the beautiful thing about this show, actually, is there's a number of different, I know Silver Voices also has Auld Lang Syne, which is a Scottish air, so we have Spain, Scotland. Carol of the Bells is originally a Ukrainian carol.
Oh, that's right.
There's a wealth of different traditions being brought together, and I think the joy of choir is you also get to have those different perspectives sometimes. Yes. So to have someone from Spain, that this is probably one of the most frequented Christmas songs, even though it's a little more rare for us here, is quite interesting and exciting. So Mike, we'll move to the chorale.
Yeah.
You have 7 songs.
Yeah.
And a wide variety.
Yeah, quite a wide variety.
Some
Some songs that people will know, Saw Three Ships, The First Noel, Carol of the Bells, as you mentioned. There's a beautiful arrangement of a Gordon Lightfoot song, A Song for a Winter's Night.
Title song.
Yeah, that's right, our title track. That I think Sarah McLachlan may have made famous many years ago. Beautiful song. And there's a collection of Christmas carols in one song called Holiday Road, which is just a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then one of the amazing pieces we're doing, O Magnum Mysterium. That's a tough one. That's probably one of the toughest things I've ever been involved in. It is a gorgeous piece. Yeah. Very excited.
The harmony structure in that
is crazy. Yeah, no one is singing at the same time. Very rare do any of us sing at the same time, and the same words at the same time. But it's such an amazing piece. And we've been so lucky to have Michael and Jennifer Billard, who is our accompanist, and sort of patiently take our hands and go through all this rep, right? All this music. But it's going to be quite a show, and we've got the Moonbeams, I think, are going to be performing with us as well.
Our Moonbeams are our grade 1 to 3 students.
Yeah,
that are
the wonderful Yvette Coleman, I haven't
chorale.
talked to in ages, I haven't seen her in a while. One of my all-time favorite groups, Acapella, is going to be there, so it's going to be a fantastic evening. Yeah. But yeah, we've got some really, really fun and interesting and intricate music that the chorale is doing this year.
No, I remember, Gary once did O Magnum Mysterium, and it is a monstrous, beautiful thing.
Incredible.
And I think that's the joy of this. Even talking to Yvette, who has moved home, she's presenting a couple classical pieces which really line up with O Magnum Mysterium, but then is doing some standards, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, but also her and her partner Wayne Badecki from Nova Scotia they're doing a tune that he wrote,
lovely.
Which interestingly is called New Year's Day. So Auld Lang Syne. It's really going to be quite beautiful that everything ties in quite nicely. There's songs that will help us breathe in the hectic season of the holidays. There's so much to think about that I think it's a beautiful thing to have a choral show that you can sit down and take a breath Song for a
Yes.
Winter's Night is one of my favorite
Yeah, it's a
winter
beautiful,
songs.
beautiful
and
song.
the arrangement's very good. I
Quite
was able
lovely.
to listen to a rehearsal, and it's quite special
Yeah.
what
really
this
nice.
arranger has done with that piece. And then, of course, Holiday Road of Carols leaves you with an earworm at the end, and
Yeah.
Acapella has an upbeat and a ballad that is, they're one of our
They're incredible.
now longest choral groups,
Yeah.
I think, in the region,
Yeah.
and have done extraordinary work, especially around the holiday season. They're just a wonderful group that's been a part of our community for some time now as well, but real advocates of choral music and incredible musicians. And of course our grade 1 to 3s
Yeah,
are joining you
that's
for a
gonna be
holiday
lovely.
wish, which is it's a little bit of a
Oh
kinda
yeah, it's
like
a,
the
it's a
like the
sweet
lighters.
tune. It's a very sweet tune.
It's the
right?
sentimentality
Exactly.
of Christmas.
And that's important.
And I think, what does it mean for the chorale to share with those very young
it's
kids?
lovely. We absolutely love it.
For the second year now.
A lot of us, some of us may have been there when we were that young, or at least a lot of us would have had kids that went through that kind of program as well. So it's really nice to see sort of the next generation, or well, a couple generations
Yeah.
away. This is the next generation, I guess. The older ones, but it's going to be lovely. It's absolutely lovely. Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be a beautiful concert, and I say that not only as the co-artistic director of the group producing it, but as choral music is special. It is going to be a special night
It really
because
is, truly.
it will look beautiful, it will sound beautiful, and we see Christmas through so many perspectives musically, but also then you have those grade 1 to 3s that have the magic
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
only then
The innocence. Yeah.
do you have that magic. And they're also doing their own song, which is a mashup from the Grinch.
Oh, that's great.
Of Where Are You
Nice.
Christmas into Welcome Christmas.
Oh,
that,
nice. Nice. Looking
we
forward
had
to it.
our last rehearsal just yesterday, and it was quite great considering the snow days we've had. It was amazing that they retained it all. I was like, oh, we're well equipped,
Yeah.
everybody. So they're very excited
They're
as well.
smarter than us.
I know
They retain
it
things
sticks
better than
well.
we do. It really does.
That's coming up on December 12th, Cornerbrook United. There will be tickets available at the door, and they're also available through Camber Arts online. You do want to get them in advance if you can, because they are selling fairly well. And
7:30, right?
7:30. Yeah, 7:30. Don't wait till 8. We like to have you out before
Yeah.
10 o'clock. And it is a one act. It's going to be quite a beautiful time to sit down in the space and catch your breath, relax, see something beautiful, hear something beautiful, and share in something that's quite beautiful. And like I said, these choirs are free. So if you are interested in choral singing,
Yeah, see
after
us,
Christmas,
come see us
join
after
the chorale
yes.
if you're an adult.
Yes.
Come see us at the concert.
Join Silver and Voices if you're
Yes.
in high school, grade 9 to 12. That choir is, and we would love to keep growing it. And stay tuned, because we're actually hoping to keep that choral tradition going by expanding one group down for a grade 6 to 8 choir in the new year. Which again, thanks to our benefactor and some support from the Camber team, is going to be free of charge this first year at least, which is
Great.
just so exciting to be able to offer that. And like I said, there's so much happening. The Arts and Culture Center has an event pretty well every night from now until December 20th. Lots of fantastic music. The Ennis Sisters are coming into town. Rum Ragged has their Christmas show. Lots of musical celebration. The Rotary Arts Center has a lot of music as well, including the Hamiltones, Nick Hamlin, with some really Christmas traditions at this point. A lot of these shows have been happening every single year, and I think that is just so spectacular. Along with all of the school communities having their shows, it's a time to soak in music, and I think that's a gift to give ourselves. Go to these shows and soak in the music and support our arts community this holidays if you can. As we conclude, I do want to say, of course, the Camber Arts annual fundraiser, our gala, is happening on December 22nd, and we would just love to see you there. 3 courses of food. We have some cold appetizers, then some warm hors d'oeuvres, and then some sweets, and 3 courses of music with a lot of artists that are coming home and sharing music together. That's why it's the 22nd of December, is because people are home, and it's really a great welcome home and a great start to the holidays for a lot of folks. And as we conclude our episode at the Stage Door, we'll have a little bit of music from last year's concert to sing us out as the credits roll. And we hope to see you at some of these events, whether the Arts and Culture Centre, the Rotary Arts Centre, or our events on December 12th and December 22nd. We'd love to see you there. Thanks for tuning in at the Stage Door. I do want to thank our gold level sponsors, Harbour Financial and White & George, for helping us continue to do all we can at Camber Arts. And thanks, of course, to Rogers TV. And thank you for always tuning in at the Stage Door. We'll see you next week.
Church bells ring.